Welcome back, everyone. This is GTA Failer. In our last video, we completed the pimping side mission, and then we took a quick detour and engaged the services of the Lady of the Night, which landed us right here underneath this romantic overpass. And the subject of today's video is 8-Track, which is the stadium event at the stadium, which is right next to CJ's home, CJ's safe house, a little bit east of there in Ganton. So we've cut the drive. There's the beautiful stadium right in front of us. And we're going to head in there, but there's a requirement in terms of the driving skill that you have. If you don't have enough driving skill, then you can't start this 8-track event. So we're going to save our game here because I'm going to do a number of attempts at this to show you all kinds of different fail states. And then I'm going to start a brand new game and show you what happens when you try to walk in that marker without enough driving skill. So brand new game. I have no driving skill. You'll see it right there, empty bar right there for the driving skill. And now we will run right into that red marker and let's get ready for the painful sting of rejection. Okay, Rockstar, what do you have for me? Your driving skill is not high enough to enter this race. Ouch. Okay, back to our normal save file, and I will show you my statistic here. The driving skill, that doesn't look like 20% to me, gang. That's like 15%, maybe. It's not 20. So either the rectangle is not accurately drawn there in the stats menu, or the wiki is wrong, and you don't actually need 20%. It's some number less. I just ran over the empty parking spaces just because that's going to change. There's going to be some 2 cars rewarded to us once we successfully pass this mission. So first, some quirks and fail states. Number 1, I wanted to see if I could do drive-bys or if that would get me disqualified. So here we are. We are shooting one of the competitor cars, and no, it's totally fine. He's off to the races, and now he is toast. Okay, now we're going to show you a fail state, well, several fail states. First one is if you stay out of your car for too long. So there is a grace period. It's 25 seconds. I've skipped most of that grace period, and then we fail. You have been disqualified for abandoning? No, for leaving your vehicle. Okay, next fail state. We're not going to get disqualified for leaving the vehicle. We're going to get disqualified for destroying the vehicle. So here we're going to use our handy-dandy shotgun. I don't know, 6 blasts will take care of it. You have been disqualified for destroying your vehicle. Now I'm going to get into this car right before it explodes. I know I'm going to fail. I know I'm going to die. But the question is, am I going to get sent to the hospital? And the reason I'm asking this question is because in Vice City, there was a mission over at Hyman Memorial Stadium where you had the 3 different kind of vehicle missions. And the Blood Ring mission, if you happened to be in your vehicle and it exploded, yeah, you died. And yeah, that added to your stats menu deaths, but you didn't actually go to the hospital. They just kicked you out of the stadium. But not so here. All right, what am I doing here? Well, I'm showing you what I think is a really cool feature in this particular mission. It's the Jumbotron in the background. How awesome is that? I didn't know that this thing existed, but it makes me happy. It's really cool, and it's not just static images. It is showing you the live race as it's happening here. In fact, we're going to see ourselves. We're looking for a stationary car. I don't know what number is on the top, but anyway, it's like a bluish car, and it's stationary. So where are we? Is it in this? Oh, that's us right there at the bottom of the screen. Hooray. Okay, next up, I'm going to show you what happens if you finish in second. So you need to finish first in order to get the percentage added to your stats. You got to finish first place to win, and any other place besides first, it is mission fail. That is harsh. I don't know why the first guy continued, because the third place finisher right there stopped as soon as he got to the finish line. Okay, no more fooling around. Now we're going to show you our attempt to pass this mission. For a lot of missions in this video series, I'm going to try to have my final pass be either like an interesting way to pass the mission, an unexpected way to pass the mission, or a challenging way to pass the mission. And the challenge I've come up with for this particular mission is to give the opponents a head start. So I'm going to let all of them pass me, not just the first guy before I start going, but actually the 11th place car. We're going to let them pass me, giving everybody a big old head start. And that also means that I'm going to need to pass every single car twice in order to win first place. So there's the first place car, second, third, fourth. I was sitting there counting 5, 6 while I was watching the cars behind me, 7, 8, just so that I know when it's time to jam on the gas and get going. That's 9, and that's 10. Where is 11? Come on, bud. All right, so last place car clearly ahead of me, and now we go. So it was about a 43-second head start. I'm going to say that this race is quite easy, and it's kind of funny because there is a very similar mission over in Vice City. Again, it's in the Hyman Memorial Stadium. It's one of those 3 events there. It's called Hot Ring. It's a 12-lap race. It's not a figure 8 like this one is, like this course is, but it's just an oval. And it is so hard, gang. I've got like 1,000 hours in playing through that game 100%. And I cannot consistently pass that race. You got to finish in first, and I can't. The other drivers, they get in the way, and I end up spinning out or running through crashes. You can refill the health of your vehicle by stopping at the pit stop, but of course that slows you down and lets cars pass you. And I cannot consistently finish in first place in that event over in Vice City. I think I probably finish first maybe a quarter of the time, maybe a third of the time, but it is not consistent no matter how hard I try. So actually I bail out in Vice City and I do a really cheesy strat where you destroy all of the other vehicles. You got to be kind of creative in order to do that. But anyway, that's what I do. It cost me a minute and a half just doing that setup, but I can't pass it consistently. So that's what I rely on. All right, so this race, though, is very different from the race in Vice City. This is super easy. The other vehicles, they just do not hit the gas as hard as they could. They're never going full speed. They don't take the turns as aggressively as a real person might. And so, yeah, I'm just going to see if I can give them all a one-lap head start and see if I can win first place. And you'll see that part of my strategy here as I pass each of these cars the first time is maybe to do a pit maneuver, because I need to pass all of them a second time. And so any vehicles that I can slow down means that they will not be as far advanced in the 12 laps when I try to catch up to them and pass them the second time. Now let's go ahead and read from the wiki first about the arena that we're currently in. This is called the Los Santos Forum. The Forum is the location for a stadium race called 8-Track. During this race, either Get Down to It, which is a song by the group Humble Pie, or Cult of Personality by the group Living Color can be heard playing with added reverb. Those 2 songs can also be heard playing on KDST and Radio X, respectively, although they don't have the reverb when you're listening to it on the radio. The Los Santos Forum is based on the Kia Forum located in Inglewood, though being somewhat smaller compared to its real-life counterpart. Now we'll read from the wiki about this particular event. 8-Track is similar to Hot Ring in Vice City. The player here is required to compete in a 12-lap stock car style endurance race in the 3rd variant of the Hot Ring Racer. Apparently the other competitors here are in the first 2 variants of the Hot Ring Racer, and our Hot Ring is slightly different than the competitors' Hot Rings. We go around a figure 8 circuit against 11 other competitors. Unlike Hot Ring, the Vice City event, the durability of the players and competitors' Hot Ring racers here in San Andreas is much better, although still less than most road vehicles. And the pit stop from Vice City is not available here in this San Andreas mission. The player must finish first to receive any reward. Coming in first place is required for 100% completion. You get $10,000 for finishing first. Also, the first variant of the Hot Ring Racer and the second variant of the Monster, that's a truck, will spawn in the northwestern corner of Los Santos Forum's parking lot once you complete 8-Track in first place for the first time. I'll show those 2 vehicles at the end of this attempt. Again, the name of the event is 8-Track, and from the wiki, the name carries 2 meanings. It's either referring to the figure 8 layout of the track or the antiquated form of media. Right, so we are literally following a course or a track that is in the shape of the number 8, so it is an 8-track, literally. But also, 8-track was an ancient form of media, like in the 1970s when you wanted to listen to music and not listen to the radio, you would use your 8-track player. And 8-track tapes were kind of like cassette tapes, but much, much bigger, and they required special 8-track players. So just thinking about like how people listen to music, I'll say very roughly in the 70s it was 8 tracks, in the 80s it was cassette tapes, in the 90s it was CDs, in the early 2000s it was digital, and now, you know, like in the 20-teens and later it's streaming. Continuing to read from the trivia section, in the remastered version of San Andreas, this race distance has been reduced by half, so it is only a 6-lap race, and also there are fewer opponents in the race, only 7 other cars instead of 11 other cars. So you could see, even though I gave the last place car a full lap head start, I was able to complete this challenge pretty easily. This was my first attempt. I caught up to the first place car pretty close to the start of the 11th lap. So I talked about the Hot Ring over in Vice City being too hard. I gave that event a 1 out of 10 in my Vice City series. I like races, but this is too easy, gang. They went too far in this direction. I want it to be a challenge, like not impossible, like in Vice City, but a challenge. And this is just too easy. So I can't go any higher than 5 out of 10 for this event. This is one of the rewards. You get the monster truck. The side of that truck reminds me of the flag of Maryland. I know about 350 flags around the world, including the 50 state flags, and the flag of Maryland, the state flag, is the ugliest of all 350 flags that I know. That's my opinion anyway. All right, so feel free to share your memories of 8-Track in the comments below. Give it a grade on a scale of 1 to 10 if you wish. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.